Oh, no, no.
Doing a test run regardless of the video
Oh. So how, like,
Is that it?
right there? So do you have to move it? Or
Yeah.
does it, really?
It does 360 in this direction and 270 in this direction.
But it doesn't move, but it just sits there and does that.
Yeah.
That is neat.
So,
Well, it's about 12:07 now. So I have a question, so I don't want to keep you, right? But I do want to thank you for being there and apologize. You know, it's that point in the semester, right? It's always, we're always competing with so many things.
Oh, yeah.
happening,
We are too,
you know?
though. That's part of the
So-
name of the game.
Yeah.
As a group
Exactly.
is picking the day and just knowing that people won't always be able to make it.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. So I just wanted to say thank you so much. And then my question for you is this. Would you, just so we could, because I want people to know, right, about
Yeah,
what
we'll
you're
talk about it.
doing.
Yeah.
And so, as I said, rather than doing your whole talk, since Kevin does have his camera, at least tell us something about yourself,
Okay.
right, and about, right, what you're involved with.
Okay.
And then that way we can put that on our website, and when people come to it, right,
Yeah.
they can learn about it. And then hopefully down the road we can partner on something again.
Right.
And again, as I said, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
You know,
That's okay.
does that sound
Yeah,
reasonable?
that's
So we can
fine.
put something on the on our website and
Yes.
share it with people? Okay, does that work, Trevor?
Yeah.
Okay.
so it's recording, so I'll cut out this other part.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, okay. Cut my yammering out.
Okay, well, good afternoon. My name is Tanya Nichols, and I'm a staff psychologist at the University Counseling Center.
Hey, everybody. I'm Jan Bell Crutchfield, and I'm currently an assistant professor in the Department of Social Work in a tenure track position, and this is my second year at the university. I'm also on the Tupelo campus of Ole Miss.
And we're here to talk about the University of Mississippi Women of Color Network. And so I'll start off by just talking about what was the impetus behind starting this particular group on this campus. I saw in my postdoc, I got here a year ago, and there was an organization, there was a number of different affinity groups that was actually part of the diversity outreach for employees, for faculty and staff employees at the university, and it was through the Human Resources Department. And I found it to be a very helpful as part of my transition when I was in Ithaca. And so there were a number of different ones. There was one for gay, lesbian, bisexual faculty and staff. There was also for veterans, for men of color, women of color, and individuals with disabilities. And each month there was a luncheon that was centered around some kind of professional development topic, and also another event each month around just networking and connecting in a community at a restaurant or something like that. And so with both, I found it really advantageous. I got to connect with women that I wouldn't have otherwise met because I was working in a counseling center. And I learned a lot during the professional development luncheons. There were just different topics, whether it was self-care, whether it was financial management, stress management, and just a host of other things. And I said, when I come to Mississippi, I really want to start an organization like that because I know that there's a need, especially on large campuses, where people are disconnected and that there's specific needs for people of color in a particular environment, and to help address those needs. So that was the impetus behind it. When I was in graduate school, there was a mentoring initiative for students of color who were in PhD programs, and that was a huge part of my support system, and also just the resources that I gained from that, just help knowing how to navigate the PhD process at a predominantly white institution. It was huge. And so this is kind of the staff and employee version of that, staff and faculty version of that, helping them think about retention and think about keeping people of color, especially women of color, in these environments. So this institution has been very supportive in helping me get this off the ground, and I'm very pleased to be co-leading it with my colleague here, Jen Bell. And so that's some of the backstory behind it.
Yeah, and I guess the backstory of how I got involved is that Tanya needed someone to go along with. So you can imagine that this is a very large effort at the university over part in this, so there's already kind of a disconnect. A lot of the faculty in Tupelo live in Oxford, and so travel to Tupelo, so there's some disconnect there. And then so I'm only in Oxford, several times a month. So that was a great opportunity for me to connect. And so once, I saw the need to help manage and co-lead, I was happy to do that with Tanya. So it's been a good experience. We've had several events already talked about some of those.
So one of the things that we did, we started off by having an actual networking event. So that was in the end of March. And so we had a networking event on campus. It was in the evening. And we just had some catering through the campus. And we had an opportunity for women to introduce themselves, get some icebreakers, and people exchanged business cards. But it was an opportunity to talk about the organization, the impetus behind it, which I shared earlier, and also to talk about where we see it going. So I shared my ideas, but I also don't want to come in with this organization being prescriptive. And so I wanted to know what the needs are, what can people feel could be helpful for them when they have an organization on campus for women of color who are faculty and staff. And so we had little index cards, and people wrote down some of the topics that they would want to see at a professional development luncheon, and it was been really helpful. And one of the themes that came up in those the different index cards that people have submitted was navigating workplace-related issues. And so then we followed up with our second event, which was the end of April, about a month later, and it was talking about, it was part one of navigating workplace politics. There's part two we're actually going to have next month, but it was, we had a panel, and I'll have Jen, I'll say more about that, but it was, so it's been great. So really one of the things that we want to do is we want to support people's professional development, but also connect individuals. And so by having alternating between professional development events and also networking events. And so so that this way, people can get to know each other informally as well. And some of the other thing that we want to promote is individuals' own gifts and talents. I mean, there's a lot of people working in different capacities on this campus. There are people who are doing event planning. There's another person who works in speech and rhetoric and says, well, I want to do a presentation on public speaking. And we're going to have that in the spring. And then there's someone else who's also going to be presenting on event planning. And so this way people can really connect with one another in a way that's meaningful, because that we all need to know how to plan things successfully. We all are in situations where we're public speaking. So these different things like that, those are some upcoming events that we have.
I've been particularly involved with planning the panel for navigating workplace politics. And I think it's what one of the missions is for us is to create the informal networks. And so, a lot of how people learn is through informal training, right? So you have, school, the academic training, but a lot of what people learn just about life and how to do things successfully is through the informal networks that are there. And so as you have these broad groups, so there's a group of women, and so how do you exist as a woman in society? You have lots of informal connections, but as the groups become smaller, and so now you have, a Korean woman in the Department of Social Work at the University of Mississippi. There are a lot smaller networks, and so other African American women that work in the counseling center. So the networks become smaller as you become part of faculty and staff at predominantly white institutions. And so what we're doing in the panel discussions in particular is looking at people who have been part of the university for a number of years, who have tenure at the university, and trying to share some of those informal things that you won't get at the new faculty orientation. How to navigate being the only person of color in your department, the only person in your department that is a tenured track professor. So I think it's a good learning opportunity because there are lots of different positions that are represented in the group. So typically there's a black faculty or organization. This is faculty and staff. And we have a heart for mentoring graduate students as well. So that's something that we'll be focusing on this year, trying to also help them navigate the graduate school program that they're in. And I remember you talking about that being very helpful for you in terms of your PhD experience. And so the graduate students here is something that we're trying to work towards. So again, October is going to be part two of the panel discussion. There wasn't enough time. People had so many questions from some of the leaders in campus that are women of color. So we're looking forward to that.
And from my experience in working in the University Counseling Center as a psychologist, I've been working with a number of students of color who are women who are in graduate school, and I've just found out about some of the issues that come up that are particular to them being a person of color on this campus. And there's not a lot of resources for graduate students in general on this campus when you look at what's happening for the undergrads. And there's a lot more resources. And so when we came up with our mission statement, it was really important to us that we talked about this organization being an opportunity to help promote faculty and staff professional development and also provide networking opportunities, but also to provide mentoring for graduate women of color and to have conversations that they may not be able to have with other people or that it's just not fully understood, and to get some feedback from other people. Many of us have been trained at other predominantly white institutions, and so maybe have gone through other situations similar to what they're trying to navigate. So we're looking forward to planning that in the spring, and that will be one of our mentoring outreach events for graduate women of color.
We like to feed folks too, so that's always good. Our social event to kick off this semester, we had a beautifully catered meal by Sandra Cox-McCarty, who's in the law school, and it was amazing. She made everything from scratch. So those are those, not professional development per se, but social gatherings as well. And I think people are gaining interest, and so we're looking forward to what's going to happen this year. What department are you in? English. All right, so what year are you in? You're in right here. First year?
So you're new to Oxford, the university? Oh, okay.
Wow, okay. You're doing great.
I'm from New Jersey, I don't know.
So I guess what networks are out there for you right now, or that you found on campus? Have you found any type of graduate student connections? Or?
The graduate student, I went to their first meeting, it was Wednesday. I used to before last, so then that's when this Thursday. So I think I met most of them first, and I'm seeing women's spaces. And after that, I came across this, I think just searching online.
Great.
Yeah.
Good.
I'm glad.
I don't know if specifically were you like the whole mentoring program. That was
Yeah, I think that we're still developing how we can actually provide mentorship to graduate students. One of the things that we do want to have is some kind of luncheon where we can, actually just field questions, different
Real
situations.
questions.
And,
Yeah.
I think that could be really helpful. I know when we did it for the faculty and staff for us in April, people left feeling so empowered, they left feeling so understood, they just felt validated in their lived experience. They felt just equipped to continue to, plow through, whether it's, different challenges that they're having at work, or just knowing that they're not alone in this community. I know that one of the women, she said to me, ever since and we had only had 2 events prior to the one we had a couple weeks ago to kick off the event that we had, networking event. But one of the women said to me, ever since the first 2 events, when I see other women on campus, she said, I just feel something. And the therapist in me is like, well, tell me, what is it you're feeling? And she's like, it's like I just feel like a bond. I feel a connection to the other women. And I just thought to myself, wow. And, that was only after 2 events that we had. We had a networking event, and then we had that navigating workplace politics, part 1. And people just feel a connection. And I know you were talking about the solidarity piece that comes from these kinds of things.
Definitely. Well, and then also just being busy people, right? otherwise, I would be kind of just walking and going to my meetings, and if I do, okay, I'm waiting, but you don't have that time to get to know people. And so the events that we host are opportunities to do that. So we're looking forward to making connections between students and faculty.
Oh, we had 2 events in the spring.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in the spring.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So is there like a
Well, we can take your contact information. Yeah, what we plan on doing is, for the graduate event that we're gonna have in the spring, we'll disseminate that information through the graduate school. So, right now, the list that we have is comprised of people who are faculty and staff. But we're happy to add you to it, that's fine. Yeah, because when I tried to get a list, for graduate students, they didn't have that list, and so they basically directed me to this HR, to, the graduate school.
No, I got one. My sister has an MFA. She's finishing her